Picture this for a second. A lone medieval knight stands in an open field. Steel armor, sword in hand, shield cracked from 100 battles. Suddenly, the sky screams. A modern fighter jet tears through the clouds above him. Now stop. Be honest. Who wins? Not who should win, not who you like more. Who actually walks away alive? Because as ridiculous as this sounds, this matchup exposes something deep about power, progress, and how unfair modern technology really is. At first, this feels like a joke. Let's set the rules. No magic, no time travel cheats, no dragon riding DLC. Just a real medieval knight, trained from childhood to fight, kill, and survive. Against a real modern fighter jet, piloted by a trained human, backed by centuries of engineering and billions of dollars of research. The question is simple. How could a man with steel and courage stand against a machine that owns the sky? And if your instinct is, he can't, good. That's the point. But before we crush the knight's hopes, let's give him a fair look. A knight versus a fighter jet? That's like comparing a candle to the sun. But stay with me, because once you slow this down, once you really break it apart, this battle becomes less about weapons and more about human skill versus machine dominance. And trust me, the answer isn't as simple as you think. This isn't some random farmer handed a sword. This knight is elite. From childhood, his entire life was training. Swordsmanship, hand-to-hand combat, shield tactics, endurance, pain tolerance. This man has fought in chaos, in mud, in smoke, with blood in his eyes and screams in his ears. His armor? Steel plates designed to deflect blades, chainmail absorbing impact, a helmet that turns fear into focus. His weapons? Sword for precision, shield for defense, possibly a lance, bow, or crossbow. And most importantly, he understands terrain. Forests, hills, cover, ambush. This knight doesn't panic, he adapts. Against another human, he's terrifying. But here's the problem. Now let's talk about the jet. A modern fighter jet doesn't fight enemies, it deletes them. Speed? Over 1,500 miles per hour. Vision? Radar that sees you before you even know it's there. Weapons? Missiles that lock on from miles away. Cannons firing thousands of rounds per minute. Bombs that erase city blocks. And the pilot? Sitting comfortably, oxygen-fed, protected by layers of technology, pressing buttons that end lives from a distance. The knight hears the jet. The pilot sees the knight as a tiny heat signature. This isn't a duel. This is a system versus a heartbeat. So is it over? Is the knight just dead? Almost. But let's imagine the only possible way the knight even has a chance. The knight cannot fight the jet directly, so he does what humans have always done against stronger forces. He hides. Dense forest, narrow canyon, mountain terrain. Places where radar struggles, jets can't maneuver freely, speed becomes a weakness. If, and this is a massive if, the jet needs to fly low, slow, close. Then the knight's world comes back into play. A lucky moment, a mechanical failure, a pilot forced to eject. Now suddenly, it's not knight versus jet, it's knight versus human. And that's where the knight dominates. But here's the brutal truth. Modern warfare is designed to avoid fair fights. The jet would never come close, never slow down, never expose itself. The knight would never even know what hit him. There's no honor here, no duel, no glory, just efficiency. And that's the real lesson. This battle isn't about who's braver, or stronger, or more skilled. It's about how technology changes the rules of reality. The knight represents human mastery of the body. The jet represents humanity outsourcing power to machines. And once that happens, skill stops mattering. So let me ask you, if the jet crashes, does the knight win? If technology fails, do humans take control again? Or have we already crossed the point where machines decide every outcome? Drop your answer in the comments. Who wins and why? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, check out the channel for more impossible matchups that reveal uncomfortable truths about our world. Because sometimes, the craziest questions tell us the most about reality.